she looks at you and attempts a ridicule check.
Ooh.
You don't look like much, and you're not local. So how well can you actually do anything involving information? Unless you're a spy for the Nilfgaards.
That is just asking for a counter riposte.
So,
well,
18.
I convinced the watch that there were a large number of concerns in the local populace that might lead to a certain amount of unrest regarding the drowners. I said I would investigate.
Roll it.
On that footing alone, I was offered a place on the watch. And just to show my skills, I made a demonstration for the captain of the watch. He was most convinced and gave me a chit to go and get my watch uniform then and there. If I can convince the captain of the watch, I can convince anyone of anything. That's more like it.
What'd you get?
12 plus my empathy, 19.
18.
Fucking hell. That was close.
Seriously, and I said it under my breath before you told me. So that'll be on stream as evidence. I'm not being nice to you. Okay, so... Pardon me, that was a persuasion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, D6 divided by 2, plus empathy, for damage.
10.
Ouch. God,
I have a high empathy.
You're not messing around, are you? Okay. Huh. Well. It's impressive. Your follow-up.
Just so. But not wanting to put all my eggs in one basket, I went up to speak to those at the Privates Club. I explained that there were concerns about the drowners, and they opened up to me that there had been some disappearances, which is how I came to be looking for Slurra. And there are also a number of other things that they started opening up to me about, because I convinced them that there were problems that the watch knew about. But the watch and the Privates Club are not the same governance. They can be played off against each other.
So this
is something you can use.
So this is another persuasion, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to attempt to change the subject.
Ooh,
as her
okay.
defense.
I have not as good this time. Only 15.
Oh shit.
Tell me that's gone negative. Tell me that's gone negative.
Hang on. So that's a roll of minus 15. Plus... yeah. I rolled a 10 on my open-ended negative, and they do explode.
Oh no. Jesus
They, of
Christ.
course, explode in both directions.
That was a slippery one.
Oh god, that was a critical cock up. Okay, so roll your damage there.
That's D6 by 2 plus empathy again, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not even going to attempt. I think you've stymied her with
That's
that.
another 10.
I think she's forgotten how to talk with that roll. Jesus H, insanity. You two are just bloody dangerous. Right, okay. So she is going to attempt to rally. And appeal to you.
I don't think she appeals to it.
No, that would be seduction, dear.
That's a subtly different role.
She leans forward in her chair and looks you dead in the eye. I think that could be a very useful talent you've got there. But I'm not sure how it would be useful to me. But we could potentially talk, I think. She's attempting to win you over with the strength of her personality and a leadership role, which actually is a bit good.
So, we're going to go with the befriend.
Oh, sneaky. Going for the counter-argument.
Absolutely.
So she's tried to
and we're going
assert
to take her momentum and use it against her. She's coming on nicely.
Uh-huh.
She's already saying that she can use my abilities in some way, shape or form, but not necessarily directly. Well, of course, the Watch have their patrols. They patrol certain areas. You would do well to know where they are. I could supply that for you. The Privates Club will no doubt have certain out-of-sight needs that could be supplied by your routes. I can facilitate that and, again, have people look the wrong way when things are travelling through. This is how information can work. This is something we can do, something that we could work together with. Maybe not something, as you say, immediately directly for you, but something you can come to me for when you need.
Roll it.
Please be good. I'll work with fairly average.
Yeah?
16.
17.
Bollocks. I'm taking damage from that one.
You are indeed. You are taking a D10 plus her empathy.
D10?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Appeal, it's a nasty one. Fortunately, she rolled crap. So you are
She's
only...
the highest damage of the empathetic by quite a way.
Yeah. She's got a good leadership skill. She's the head of a smuggling operation.
Cumulative +1 damage from empathetic attacks for each time you succeeded appeal.
Yep.
My god, it comes with a dot.
It does. It does indeed. So, you only take 10 points of damage. Because I rolled badly.
If she rolls well on the next victory, she could take me out.
But, yeah, she will now have +1 to her empathetic victories.
Yeah. +1 to damage on seduce, persuade, appeal, or befriend. Yeah.
Your services could be useful, but I'm thinking that you need to be reminded as to who's in charge in town.
Of course, and this is why I come to you.
So,
You are in charge, and I am offering my services for perhaps a lesser fee than I would to others, because I respect your position, and I respect your knowledge of the area.
are we going for a befriend or are we going for a persuade here? Because this is your attack.
This is a befriend.
Okay.
Winning her over with plying her with what she already knows to be true, and what she's just told me is true.
Okay. Sorry, not laughing at you. Coming out.
21. Slight waste of the exploded 10 because it followed up with a 1, but I'm still happy with it.
Jeez, unfortunately, yeah. It's going to be... No, she's going to have to study you. It is a study. Because you're being slippery. So it's a human perception check from her.
I'm a con man by trade, of course. I'm being slippery.
What's your intelligence?
Intelligence is 6.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'll take that.
Roll of 2. I'm not even looking up her bloody human perception skill. Because she needs a 19 in order to do it effectively. And a 2 ain't going to do it. She does not have 17 kicking around between skill and stat. I've just seen what's in chat. Flowers for Algernon. Flowers for Dagraed. She looks you deep in the eyes, but breaks away first. Roll damage.
Nine.
Okay. Comes at you a little less certainly. And clearly tries to make herself look a little bit more like the vulnerable old lady that she is physically. I understand you're new in town, and I could be very helpful to you because I know this area, right? And I have all the contacts, and I think we could do some good work together. But obviously, you need to be reminded that this isn't Nilfgaard, okay? This isn't where you used to live. This is where we live. And if you're good, you can live here as well. And this is a befriend check. Because she's currently getting damage bonuses off empathetic.
Do you think she's ever told one of her largely knife-wielding sons, "You're only supposed to cut the bloody doors off"?
Well, that's what I've been going for. It's kind of a mixture of Charlie Croker and the Craze at this stage. That's what this family is. Did he just do a flying leap into your arms?
No, he was lying in my lap. I just picked him up.
Ah, it's hard to tell. You've got fluff ball.
Now he wants to leave. He's not happy.
It's because you're using him as a hot water bottle. Okay, your defence.
Okay, so we are gonna pray, my God, pray that A, the dice are with us, and B, that I've guesstimated where she's at about right
Bear in
from
mind
her
you can use luck.
changing. I will be this time. I'm going to go for a persuade,
Okay,
which I'm hoping is going to be the killer blow.
okay.
You have your crew. You have your contacts. But if you had contacts in the right places, you would have known that Lara was being looked for. Your boys would have known that Lara was being looked for. They did not know. I did. You can have me work for you, or you can simply let me be. I would happily work for you with that information. What do you say?
I say add your luck as you decide to use the pool.
I'm putting 2 luck in.
And roll it. Persuasion versus charisma.
Oh, fuck. So the die roll matches my luck.
No!
At least it didn't go negative.
Well, it could have gone negative.
So,
No. I'm sorry, hang on. No one's going to buy it if I don't show you.
that gives me 13.
Wow.
Oh!
Told you no one was going to believe you.
Who are you and what have you done with Drut?
No, that is a Drut roll.
What?
Drut gets the results that she wants. As a GM, she is naturally behind what you're doing here. It's the way it works. The coolest outcome here is that you win. So her dice come out shitty. It's the way it works.
But that was a genuine roll.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it
Yeah.
wasn't a genuine roll. I'm
It's
saying
the
I know
fluence.
what your TK is like, and that's how it works.
My players should always feel that they have made it through by the skin of their teeth.
Absolutely, that's what being a GM is all about. It's not about beating the players. It's about letting the players think you almost did.
Yeah. So what's your total?
Total was 13.
Right. Well, I just sort out her total of -2. Plus that. So, I mean, you know, she's still up there, but you do beat her.
But it was persuasion, so it's only D6 halved.
Yeah. Plus empathy.
Plus empathy. Okay, which is 10.
You needed 7.
That my empathy alone would have done that.
Quick question, Sam.
Yep.
Why are you not using one of these?
I have been. In previous sessions I have. They're slightly... The little interior die is slightly difficult to read against the green baize.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. But no, previous sessions I have been.
It's just I've been using it on the basis that way if I get a 1 or a 10,
Yeah.
the second die's already rolled.
Yeah. No, I decided to... Spontaneously decided to draft in some of my other D10s for a change. But no, I have been using the double D10s for verbal combat before. And indeed for the skill checks before. It was just a whim.
Just idly wondered, that's all.
Yeah, I whimmed. I do have them out. I just whimmed. Sorry. So,
At any moment in time, the lion sleeps tonight is just a whim away.
suddenly a natural 10 comes in.
It's a good job you said that before that last key roll.
Yes, it was. Okay, so she sits back and her shoulders slightly slump.